Hey, this is Mike Allen from Syntax Syndicate. This video is part of our Diving into Development Bootcamp series. What we're going to be looking at is folder naming conventions and directory structure. These things are extremely important for many reasons. A few of those being, if a potential employer is reviewing your work, one of the first things they're going to key in on is how organized and logical your naming conventions are and the way your directories are structured. Another reason is you may get a request from a client whose project you haven't touched in months. If you're consistent about the way you set things up initially, then you're going to be able to jump back in on that project and get to work quickly without having to try to figure out your own naming convention and directory structure at that point in time. And lastly, if another developer jumps on board, you don't want to hand them a junk drawer of files and directories. You want to make sure that it's consistent and it makes sense so that they can get to work quickly. Now, typically you'll find yourself in a few different scenarios with regard to the way you're working with these directories that you set up. If you're client side, meaning if you're working for a company whose branding assets aren't changing very often, so their logo, fonts, color scheme, and things like that, your directory will be set up a little different than if you're freelance, consulting, or agency side, where you're spanning multiple clients who each have their own unique branding assets. So first we'll look at client side. Now, I've named this folder client side for the sake of this tutorial. This could be work, it could be files, whatever you wanted it to be. But it's going to serve as the container for all of your files. Now, in here, what you'll see is I've got a folder named branding assets, and that, again, will contain logos, fonts, color information. Typically, these things are defined in a formal style guide. But because those things aren't going to change between projects, you don't want a bunch of duplicates lying around. So this way, you can always bounce back out from a project and grab a logo or grab a font. And inside here, I just have some example projects, name A, B, and C. If I go into one of these projects, what we'll see here is an assets and an htdocs directory. Now, within this assets directory would contain assets and working source files that are unique to just this project. So say, for instance, for whatever reason, this particular project used a different font, or this particular project from a design standpoint deviated from their global brand. Those files would be stored in this assets directory. Again, this living in the unique project that you're working on. Next, you see this htdocs directory. Now, the term htdocs is kind of a legacy term that goes back to Apache, which is a web server, and we'll discuss that in another video. But what it stands for is Hypertext Documents. Now, inside of this htdocs are the files and directories that will actually get pushed to a web server. So when a user makes a request to a website, these are the files that are going to be served back. Now, you don't want to mix your assets in with these files because typically you're not, when you deliver a website or deploy a site, you're not releasing all those asset files. You're only releasing the files that are needed by the web server. Now, you'll notice I've got three folders here. CSS, that will hold your cascading style sheets, your images, and JS, meaning JavaScript. Now, this isn't set in stone. This is typically a great boilerplate structure if you're focusing on front-end development. If you're getting more into PHP or ASP, or JSP, you might have a couple different folders in here, but this is a solid start. I've used it for years. I've seen it numerous times, and it's kind of evolved. So you're taking a lot of experience here and leveraging that if you adopt this naming convention and this structure. Now, if I bounce back out a directory, these files, this directory would not get cluttered up. It'd stay at assets and htdocs, and whenever it was time to show your work, you would essentially move this directory, the contents of this directory, onto the web server. Again, if some of these terms are alien to you, you're right at home. What we're focusing in on is the way things are structured. Web servers and FTP and actually deploying projects we'll cover later. But it's very important that we establish this early on as we move through projects. Now, if I close out of here and I take a look at the agency side, you notice some subtle differences here. Now, here we've got client name A, client name B, client name C. Now, you may be working on multiple clients at once. Sometimes, you're juggling various assets for various clients. So the directory structure is going to be a little bit different. Now I've got this internal agency name directory out here because this is work that you would do for the actual agency that you're working for, or say you're freelance or you're a consultant or you're self-employed. This directory would hold the assets for your own company or for the agency itself. So say they were doing an intranet, or you were working on their extranet, or they were doing some type of digital promotion, you could store those assets there. Aside from that, though, it's going to be primarily managing assets for various clients. So the only difference here being that we're just kind of extrapolating the client itself. So if I go into one of these folders, we'll see that we've got branding assets and then project name A, B, and C. In this case, the branding assets would be those assets, those logos, fonts, design, PSD, Photoshop files, all those raw files that are specific to that client. Outside of that, the directory structure is very similar to client side. So if I dive into this project name A, you'll see we have assets and htdocs. Assets, again, being unique to this project, and htdocs representing what's going to end up on the web server itself. And if I go in here, we'll see that, again, I've got a CSS directory, an images directory, and a JS directory. Now, again, this is not, the de facto directory structure, but I can guarantee you that if you were to pass off project name A to another developer and they saw this directory structure, they would know exactly what's going on. Now, again, if some of this stuff is alien to you, don't worry about it. This is just, a basic covering how we can name things and how we can set things up so that they're transportable, they're easily understood by other developers. And again, if a potential employer is reviewing your work and they see a structure like this, they're going to know that this type of organization and naming conventions are important to you, which is actually somewhat rare in the development scene. A lot of people focus on, very granular things like how to execute this particular technique, or, hey, let's focus in on how we can streamline code. But the best code in the world, if it's, again, sitting in a junk drawer, is not going to do you much good when you're trying to get a job. So I hope this video has helped, and I hope you adopt something very similar. Again, it doesn't have to be the same. Just be consistent and make it logical. And I'll see you next video. Thank you.